Do. Why are you single? Ooh, my hair still wet. Let's see who's going to jump on here because this one's going to be interesting. I haven't gone live in a while. I figured I'd give it a go. Why not? Right? Give it a go. See what happens with the lives now. I used to do them every day. Back in 2020, I used to do the 5 o'clock quarantini during the quarantine. Ridiculous. So everybody would jump on. We'd have a good time. Now I don't even know if this is even working anymore. I don't see anything happening with Facebook, right? So who knows what's going to happen? I'm just going to go start this live, see if anything is going on. I don't even know if it's working. I have no idea. Slow connection. Something's up with my Wi-Fi, as usual. As per usual. No idea if this is even showing. So I'm talking to nothing. As usual on social media, because the algorithms are complete shit now. So what's the fucking point? I say this all the time. Very exciting times, though. Right? Very exciting times. Tap to invite a viewer into broadcast. Oh, look, somebody's here. Oh, wonderful. Where are you watching from? More people coming. Good. So I guess it takes some time for people to see that I'm in here and I'm actually doing a live. I haven't done a live in a while, so I figured I would get on here and talk about a topic that, you know, most people want to discuss. They want to know why they are single, and some people know why they're single, right? They're single by choice. They're not impressed with the opposite sex. They're not impressed with what's out there, right? They're living their lives. They're doing their lives. They're doing their thing, and they're just not impressed. And so this is like the number one thing, and it's women and men. So men are looking at women and they're like, not impressed. And women are looking at men and they're like, yeah, not impressed. So when you have people that are just living their lives and not impressed with the opposite sex, you're going to have people who are single. You're going to have a lot of people who are single. So this is where we're at. We have a lot of people who are very isolated, alone. They don't have friends. They don't have social networks outside of technology. And it's ruining how we interact with each other. Nobody knows how to be social anymore. Nobody knows how to just strike up a conversation with a stranger online at the store. Right? Back in the day, you'd strike up conversation with people. Today, that's not happening because people are on their phones all the time. So this is where we're at in society. So it's not, that's one aspect of it, right? This is one aspect of why people are single, right? The other aspect is, and I'll give it strong and straight, people are not doing the fucking work on themselves. They're hot mess disasters and they have no desire to change. They want everybody to just accept me for who I am. Well, you're an asshole. So nobody wants to date an asshole. So handle your shit. This is me being straight with you because I talk to men and I also talk to women. And I watch a lot of content online and I get the gist of where we're at. So if you're a grown-ass woman or a grown-ass man and you're still operating from a wounded little child when it comes to relationships, then most likely people will have two choices, either grow and change or remain single. So that's another reason why people are single, because they don't want to grow and change. They would rather be alone than address their shit from decades and decades of their life. So that's why they're single. And that leads to the next thing. Some people are always working on themselves, introspective, self-aware, accountable, where they notice that they're doing certain things or certain things are happening in their lives that they don't really like and they take responsibility to change it. Those people are remaining single because they're working on themselves, and in doing so, they're noticing more and more that others are not. And so when you make the investment to work on yourself, the time, the money, some of these people are going to Costa Rica for retreats. They're going all over the place, Colorado, Arizona, Florida. They're going to invest in these retreats and these workshops, and it's personal development is an investment. It's either time, money, or both, right? So when people work with me, they are 100% investing in themselves, right? And then I meet them where they are, and meaning emotionally where they are in their life on their journey, and I help them to advance forward. This is all about personal growth and forward advancement, and few people, right? Few people are committed to that. You see it all over Facebook. I can read people's posts and know fucked up, still wounded, avoiding, just based on what they're posting and how they're posting it. And furthermore, because I was once that, right? I'm not sitting here on like my perch of judgment. I did the work. I was in the shit pit, shit on top of me, boulders of shit, rocks of shit, more shit, and me down here. And I got myself out. I did what they say. I did the work. I did the looking at why was I in that situation, and not blaming other people, but just being an investigator of my own life, my own history, my own life. So it's like, okay, well, what happened to me in every decade of my life? Let's look at that. Let's go back and take responsibility for these versions of me from the past that were making shitty decisions, that were leading the show in many, running the show in my relationships, running the show in many different aspects of my life. So now I get to step into my adult self. And there are a lot of people out there, and this is why people are single. There are a lot of people out there who are doing this type of work, but they're noticing more and more that others are not. So if you are a man or a woman and you're investing in yourself, you're investing in your personal development, you're handling your shit, you're handling your issues from when you were fucking 8, 12, 17, 22, 40, it doesn't matter. All these past versions of you, you're confronting them and you're finally giving them what they needed all along. You are not going to be able to tolerate people who are not evolved. You're just not. More so now than ever, because we throw in the fact that we are in a spiritual war, right? This is the time in our evolution where there is a mass disparity, a mass discrepancy between the people who are self-aware and the people who are not. There are people around us who seem zombie-like. And this got more and more evident in the last 4 years because of a certain medical procedure that many people signed up for and got. So let's see what's up with the comments. I'm reading them all. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. If you have questions, if you have comments, definitely get in that. Drop them in here. I want to hear what you think, right? I know a lot of people are telling me like they don't even bother. They're not on the apps anymore. That's the other thing. The good people are not on dating apps. Point blank. They're not. Right? The people who are like, you know, the dateable people, the people that you want to be with, they're not on dating apps. Right? Like, I had clients back in like 2020, 2021, right? COVID was kind of ending in some places and, you know, people were starting to date and whatever. And I did have clients who in 2021 did meet their husbands on Bumble. And like now, I follow all my clients on like Instagram. I see their whole lives unfold and they have like babies and all great things. But those days are done. Those days are done. It's a complete and total shit show now. And so if you have somebody in your life, cherish that person, because I'm telling you straight up, being out there single, it is shit now. Complete and total shit. And you see a lot of people just walking away and giving up. And the lack of social interaction is a massive part of why people are single. There's just no social interaction anymore. There's no third space anymore, right? When we were young, Friday night, Saturday night, we had places to go, things to do. And it didn't always involve a club. It could have been, we're going to the mall, right? We're going to go to the mall. We're going to walk around. We're going to see what's what. We're going to like grab Cinnabon, go to Sbarro's, chill, listen to the piano guy at Nordstrom, just kill time walking around. And you met people that way, right? It was a different life and a better life. And I think there's a yearning for that life again, right? There's a yearning for IRL, in real life interaction, because it's ghost towns. I go out downtown Sarasota and I see how it changed in the last 4 years, 5 years. Boring. Nothing to do. Boring. And furthermore, the people who are out are acting like children. Drunk, escaping. There's something different going on with people now. So my husband and I are like, yeah, we don't go out like that anymore. We used to be like, oh, let's go to Cascanale, let's go here, let's go there, let's go downtown Sarasota, let's see what's what. It's shit. It's complete shit. It's shit people doing shit. So we're like, why would I go? We have a beautiful home. We have our dog. We have our peaceful life. We're taking the show on the road to Texas next year, 2026. This time next year, I will be living in Texas. Amazing. So it's like hunker down, get some friends, have them at your house, keep things tight, keep things, your own little posse, your own little crew. And through there, maybe you'll meet somebody. So, a lot of it has to do with energy. A lot of it has to do with, how you are vibing in the world, right? Because, I have never had a situation ever in my life ever where I couldn't meet people. So I am completely, it astounds me, it baffles my mind how beautiful women, and I see many, tell me they can't meet men. How is this possible? Where are you going? What are you doing? Now, if you're coming at me and saying, I don't have a social life and I don't do anything other than sit in my house, well, you're not going to be able to order your man on Amazon.com. You're not going to order your woman on Amazon.com Prime. On Amazon Prime, right? Nicole says, the social interaction commentary is on the mark. I agree with you, Lisa. People aren't hanging out anymore. It's totally weird vibe now. I thank God above I waited to marry until I was 35 and married a worthy partner. Nicole, cherish your partner, cherish that life, honey, because it is rough out there. It's not like people are single and thriving. They're not like, woo, I'm single, I love my life, it's freaking great. You don't see any of that vibe. You don't see any of that vibe. I see women who look really tired, just tired. Their soul is dingy. Their eyes, it's like a dinginess. It's just exhaustion. Overworked. Masculine energy. I just see men also glazed over. Like, what is up? The light has been taken from people. What is that about? Some people say it has to do with a certain mandated medical procedure and the electromagnetics in the air that it's reacting. It's messing with people's minds, right? So, I think we're entering the time now where people need to start getting around the people that they called conspiracy theorists like 5 years ago. They need to start getting around them and being like, what the hell is going on? But they won't. They still won't. They double down and triple down. So that's another reason why people are single, is because by now people have dug in on their values. Either you're awake now or you're fucking sleeping. That's all it is now. Either you're awake or you're asleep at this point. It's not like 2021, 2022, and people are like, yeah, shit's a little weird. And they were trying to sort it out and people were awakening. Now it's like, dude, we're almost 6 years, we're 5 years since COVID. So summer of COVID was 2020. Okay, so 5 years after, like, people either know what the fuck is up or they don't. It's that simple. And people are not dating people who are not aligned in worldview, as they shouldn't. Right? They should 100% date people who are aligned in worldview, especially when women are vetting men. They want to know, will this man protect me? Do I feel safe with this man? Meaning, if the fucking Gestapos come to the door, are we going to get our guns and throw down? Or is this guy a total pussy who's going to rat me out? Oh, she's back there. Go ahead, take her. Because that's what we're dealing with, folks. That's where we're at. That's the shit you need to think about. Will this person fight to the death, or is he going to be a pussy? Period. And the men are thinking, whoa, is this a woman that, like, I could rough it with? Like, if things go sideways in the world and we're in a lockdown situation, like, can I hang with this woman? Is she going to drive me insane? Can we have a good time together? Right? Like, if we're doing lockdown life, can I hang out with this woman? And men think that. Women too, right? Women too. Women look at that. That was something. There were a lot of people that I was coaching in that time who were going out of their minds with their partner. Right? So, these are the things. All of this matters. All of this is why people are single. Men also are taking a step back from dating because they just think it's not worth it. They don't see the point. Right? They don't see the point. They're like, I could be on my own and be at peace. So if you're a woman, it's not about how much money you make or how well traveled you are. Men don't give a fuck about any of that. It's about how much peace can you bring to this man's life? How much support? How much interest can you show him about his day-to-day? How much can you stimulate as far as conversation? Are you talking about vapid bullshit? What reality show you're watching? What stupid bullshit show? And what character said what to who and all this shit that he doesn't give a fuck about? He's glazed over. There's far more important shit that a man is looking at in the world right now than who the fuck wore what on some stupid red carpet. Doesn't give a shit. So it's another reason why men are taking a beat. They're like, I'm not dealing with these women. The other aspect of that is the whole feminism crazy mind virus that we've seen in the past couple of years, where it's just gone off the rails. And men are like, I can't even approach a woman. I'm afraid to approach a woman. I don't want to be sued for sexual harassment. I don't want to make a scene in public. She's going to start yelling at me, calling me a creep. So men are not crossing rooms for women the way they used to, say, in the 90s, in the early 2000s. Right? And we have social media to blame for that. There are all these videos that go on social media that men see of women shaming them and making fun of them. And granted, these videos seem to me very propaganda-like. They seem very staged to me. It's a campaign. But men see it and they believe it. And they're like, yeah, hell no, I'm not gonna, I see a girl over there, she's really cute, but I'm not gonna walk over there and say hi to her. I'm not gonna do that. So this is why we have people single, right? People simply are not able to attract their counterpart. Many reasons. One, you don't believe a counterpart exists. So in order for you to attract the person you want, you have to believe that they exist. And people do not have faith in that at all. It's a problem. This is simple manifestation, law of attraction, law of vibration. You have to have belief and certainty that the very thing that put a desire on your heart is the same thing that could make the desire show up in your experience. Right? So I had a desire and I would say this desire and I would speak it and feel the feeling of it, how great it is. And then I would go and maximize that feeling by doing something that I enjoy. And I still do that. And I truly believe that that is why I'm always on it, manifesting new things over and over, evolving in my life, moving forward in my life. Because I have a clear vision for what it is I want in life, how I want to live in my life. And I believe that I am worthy of that vision. I believe that whatever put that vision in my head, in my heart, can very well bring it to me. It's not outside of me. It's within. So if I believe I'm worthy of whatever, that thing is going to happen for me and delight me along the path to it. It's always fun and an adventure, right? So if you have people talking like this and we're vibing and we're in this live and whatever, and then you have other people who are just head up ass, not thinking about their future, what they want, who they are, what their standards are, what their boundaries are. They're not thinking of any of that. They just are going through the motions of life like a fucking robot and thinking that that's enough. Single for a reason. Opting out. Opting out. People are like, what is wrong with people? Like the social vibe is dead. You go out and see these young kids and there are videos about them. No dancing. They're on their phones. What's the point of going out? And then these are in the major cities too. So before there were third spaces everywhere, right? Friday night, let's go to the movies. Friday night, let's go bowling, the mall. Where else? Teen discos were a thing when we were young. I had my Sweet 16 at a teen disco. Right? They had these younger hours of going out. It was the thing. And then it was also 18 to get in, 21 to drink, and you wore a wristband. So it's like we had massive places to go, to dance, to have fun. These people today, they do not know how to have fun. They don't know how to have fun. And then they say, well, we're too broke to have fun. We don't have any money to have fun. And I do believe that, there's an economic situation, of course, right? That's another reason why people are single. They just can't afford to date. They can't afford to have relationships. Relationships are very costly to men, right? There's the courtship. And a lot of times the men want to skip the courtship. They want to chat, they want to meet, and then they want to right away pretend like they're married again. There's a whole courtship. There's a whole phase that has to happen to strengthen that bond. And men don't want to do that. Men don't want to make that investment. They think it's not worth it. So women have to come with the things that men want. They have to come in saying, what do you want for your life? And if it's a fit, then off you go. A lot of reason why people are single is because they don't know where to go to meet people. So it's like you're relying on, and they don't want to be on the apps. So you're not on the apps, you're not going out, you're not doing anything. Another reason why people are single, and now this one's going to be more in like that 45 plus Gen X type of thing, because that's really the bullseye I'm hitting now with people. It's, I'm not really getting the young and that's a whole other demographic, and they're not hiring me as a life coach. They have 3 nickels to rub together. But I'd say people like coming up on 40, 38, that's where people start to make that investment in their personal development. 38 and up. So when you're looking at people who are, in their 40s and their 50s, and they want to have that companionship, they want to have somebody that they could go do fun shit with, right? This is where we're at. The problem is you have people who still have all these other people that they have to tend to in their life. They have kids still that haven't launched. They have grandchildren. They have elderly parents. They have a lot going on. And then they ask themselves, like, who am I going to bring into this? This is a shit show. My life is a shit show. A lot of people are single because they were in something toxic. They were in something toxic, and now they're healing. They're in their healing phase. And they're like, I'm not dating anybody. I'm not dating anybody until I can connect to me. And those are a lot of people that I help. There's no need for you to be wasting time on that. If you've been in something and it's still weighing on you and you don't have the trust for yourself, that you don't know if you can vet these people to see if, are they nice to me or are they love bombing me? Are they legit or are they, and being okay with yourself no matter what. If it goes great, cool. If it explodes, okay, I have myself. It's fine. Getting to that level of confidence with yourself where if it works out, wonderful. If it doesn't, okay, keep it moving. And a lot of people who are in or left toxic relationships, they have a lot of trouble regaining their self-trust. They don't trust themselves anymore to discern if the person, are they going to lie to me for 5 months and like make it all an act? Am I capable of seeing the red flags and doing something about it? So when people are in that freeze stage because they're like, I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself in relationships. We need to connect because there's woundedness there that needs to be handled. You can't be not trusting yourself when it comes to other people. You have to feel confident that inside of a 10-minute discussion, you can tell if a person is for you or not. And this is what I teach. The type of dating that comes with intention, right? Intention. What is it that you want? And who must you become to be a match for it? Like my husband and I talk about this all the time. I'm like, we think about like who we were as we were living life parallel to one another. And we talk about like, cause we met, I was 50 and he was 56. And I said, my God, could you imagine if we met in our 20s? And he's like, oh my God, we wouldn't get along at all. And I'm like, I know. Like, I think of who I was in my 20s. Like, there's no way that we would have been a thing. And he said, yeah, same with me. Because there was all this growth that had to happen. There was all this experience that we had to go through in order for us to meet when we met. So for people out there who are thinking, oh, I'm too old. It's too late for me. No, it's not. You just believe that, and that belief is showing exactly more proof of the belief. You have a mindset problem. I never once in my life ever thought that it would be difficult for me to meet a man. Never in my life. I would go out to get gas and get hit on. Like, go get my car washed. It's an energy that I've had my whole life. So to me, it's very odd to me when people say to me they can't meet anyone. Now, meeting somebody good, very different, but that requires you to learn how to manifest. That requires you to have clarity about your desire. Who is this ideal person that you want to call in? Who is your person that you are aligning with energetically? Who are they? What do they care about? What do they do on a Saturday afternoon? What are they not? Right? You can gain a lot of clarity by listing out, I don't want this. Knowing what you don't want, that's very easy. Then you can shift into what you do want. But people need to take the time and give themselves the permission to get clear on all of that. So that's what I help people to do. I sit with them and I literally ask them, I give them a little worksheet with all the key questions. And a lot of people, they are cool with, I want to be married again. I don't want to be married again. I just want a companion. I don't want to live with a woman. I don't want to live with a man. I just want my space. I want their space. I want to just hang out with them on the weekends, maybe be together during the week. Like, that's up to the people to decide. But it's important that you make that distinction and decision of what it is you want, because it's going to impact who you call in. If you're just kind of floating around with indecision and you're like, I don't really know what I want. I want him to be funny. Okay, what else? You're not fucking 16. What else do you want in your life? You know, I hear these women, I start talking to them and instantly I can tell. Am I talking to a grown-ass woman? No, I'm talking to the version of them who's 20. So it's like, all right, right now, I'll say to them. So it's interesting. I feel like I'm speaking to a 19, 20, 21-year-old version of you. Like, let's talk about that girl since she popped up. What's her deal? This is the reconnections that people need to make with themselves. Because when you start to look at the past versions of you and all your experiences and the adventures that you had, there were things there that you needed that you didn't get that now you're able to give to yourself. And when you start doing that, that's when you start meeting better people. And that's the work I help people to do. The real confronting, stuff that's packed away, but it's like a shit in the middle of the room. It's like, yeah, it's in a box, right? It's all in a box with a bow, but it's still a shit in a box. So you gotta go through your shit. Handle it once and for all. Because being in a relationship is only going to magnify it. It's only going to make it stink more. People make the mistake in thinking, oh, being in a relationship, if only I was in a relationship, if only I had a guy or a girl, or somebody to hang with, somebody to have fun with. Oh, if only, if only. All right, well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. They are going to open the lid on the box of your shit and they're going to hand it to you. Because that's what a relationship is about. It's about two people working on bettering themselves in the company of one another. And so that person can have your back while you're trying to do this and do this cool thing and try this and try that. And all the different things that make you you and the growth, you're doing this in the company of your beloved. And they're doing the same back. They're doing the same in their life. And you're there whoa, we're building these things together as individuals. So, I throw it out to you because I'm sitting here kind of doing more of what I'm seeing out in the field. I throw it to you. If you don't want to share here because it's public space, I totally get it. Connect with me on a DM. I can give you the free LoveLife Assessment, which is at my website, lovequestcoaching.com. It's right in the link in my bio of my Facebook. You could go there and get the free LoveLife Assessment. And at least that'll give you the clarity of what's going on. What's the true core issue? Right? Why is there a desire that you have and you're not able to fulfill the desire? You're not able to manifest the desire. What is holding you back? It could be anything. I mean, I'm a life coach. It could be anything. It could be, you're stuck in your career. You're stuck in, your friendships, your family relationships are a little strained. Whatever your thing is, it's a thing. And this is your time. This is your opportunity to look at it finally, because it is going to impact other aspects of your life. So my thing is, okay, I want to live a certain way when I am in my 70s. And my husband is on the same page as that. We are both in the same like-minded, no one's resisting against anyone else. We're all kind of in the canoe, rowing in the same direction. It's very important. And then I get into my feminine, I get into my intuition, I get into let me float in the pool and listen to music and just think about my life and think about what I want and feel the feeling of it happening. This is what I do. And then I let it go. And that's what happened with my husband. I was doing my thing, hanging out with Kevin, going in the pool, writing, whatever, and just doing my best, doing what's necessary on a day-to-day basis to not be in a state of anxiety, of uncertainty, scarcity, any of those low vibration things. Like if it requires that I float in the pool for an hour and just listen to music and chill, or go in my office and read and journal and do the things, the tools, the things that I share with my clients, the scripting, all of the things, and it makes me feel good, that is productive. That is the feminine essence. That is the thing that men don't really understand it, but they want it. Right? They don't understand how, like, whoa, like you're just sitting here like writing in a journal about how our life is going to play out in 5 years as if it's now, and you're doing it from a place of gratitude, and you're feeling how great it feels. And so there comes here. This is how you jump a timeline, right? So if you're single and you're fed up with being single, start hanging out in the timeline where you're in love and you're traveling and having great dinners and going here and there and everywhere with your beloved, and you're having an awesome time together. Hang out in that timeline, write it out, script it out. How do you want to meet? How do you envision you meet? Is it through a party with friends? Do you get invited somewhere? So give yourself the permission to you're a woman. You can create. We all can, but there's something else with women because we are put here to bring life onto this planet. So we are creators on a whole other level. And so when you have men who are looking to do and create on a masculine level, right? Because it's creative energy, an energy of doing, and then they get with a woman who is an energy of being, and of stillness and of warmth, and like, whoa, like we're going to do this and it's going to be amazing. And there's encouragement and inspiration. Then there's nothing that can't be accomplished. I mean, I went from going on vacation on vacation in Wyoming, where if you follow me, you saw pictures of us all over Wyoming. It was amazing. Harnessing that energy of that high vibration, joyous, awe-inspiring, looking at this beautiful scenery, animals, like all the things, and being able to harness that and use it to manifest, using it as being in that high vibration of appreciation. My gosh, this is beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. Let's take pictures. Let's do this. Look at this food. The best bacon I've ever eaten. Oh my God. Like everything is just that spirit of wow. And then it's harnessing that. People have lost their awareness of their power. And so you end up single for that reason. Single yearning. No, single creating. No yearning. Can't be in an energy of yearning. Oh, it would be so nice if I had someone. It'd be so nice if I met someone. As opposed to, my person exists and I'm so excited because I think I'm going to meet them. Probably this year. I open my heart up to receive this amazing person. And I'm just going to remember how great it feels to go swim in the pool, go for a walk with the dog, go eat something delicious, all the things that make you feel great. I'm going to remember what those things are, and I'm going to do those things more and more and more to put me in a higher vibration, because then high vibration attracts all the good things. Low vibration attracts more bullshit. Which one do you think is going to keep you single? Complaining, oh, the world is on my shoulders, oh, it's an ornery energy. Nobody wants to be around that. It's repelling. It's all an adventure. Everyone has shit to do. It's all an adventure. It's all to serve you. It's all to teach you something. All the shit you're going through, it's to show you your resilience and your faith. It's to show you and to give you an opportunity to realize that you're not in it alone. You're never alone. All these women, I feel so lonely. I feel so alone. And the men, I'm so alone. And, the men, it's different. The men are peaceful alone. The women are not. I don't really see the women saying, they're angry. There's an anger. Men, they're very neutral in their energy. They're very level 3, level 4, like the neutral energy. They're very take it or leave it. If I meet somebody tomorrow, fantastic. If I don't, that's cool too. That's the best energy to be in. But the women, they tend to be angry because they're depleted. They don't have someone around to help them to split the load. They're doing it all, and it's exhausting. And you don't know how to care for yourself. And you certainly don't know how to have the mindset that has the downtime, the mindset that gives you the permission to take care of yourself. And all of these things keep people single. This is why. This is why people are single. Not impressed with what's out there. Working on themselves and seeing that other people are not. No desire to have drama and bullshit in their life. But on the flip side, no belief that the good person that you desire exists. If you don't believe it, you can't receive it. Period. So if you want to get into an energy of receiving, an energy of, I am going to create amazing things in my life this year, I want to jump to a whole other timeline, create something amazing, let's connect, because we can make that happen. There's no reason why. I went from going to Wyoming to a month later manifesting with husband an incredible career opportunity for him where it's taking us now to a suburb outside of Austin, Texas. And in that manifestation, I'm able to manifest the fact that now my mother and my stepfather are going to be living 6 minutes away. Why? Because I had it in my head, like, it'd be so fun if my mom was closer. It'd be so great if my family was closer. Like, I'm in this era now of my life where I want my family closer. Right? They're not going to be around forever. So, like, this is the time. So, to make that happen, to have that happen, all the serendipitous, amazing parts of the journey that had to happen in order for this to be. Right? For this to actually be. Where it's like, okay, we don't know about Georgetown, Texas. Like, okay, let the path show us. Where will we live? I don't want to live in Austin. I'm certainly not living in libtard capital of Texas, Austin. No, thank you. But let's look at suburbs. What's the suburbs like? And like, where do you want to live? How do you want to live? Like, this house is awesome. Can we make a house like this there? Can we just pick something that's similar and find something there? So it becomes an adventure. It's like, oh my gosh, now we're looking at floor plans. Now we're seeing neighborhoods. Now we're seeing, and then before you know it, it's taking inspired action. All right, let's do this. We don't know if we even are going to like it there. So why don't we go check it out? And what happens? We go check it out. We're in a high vibe. We're driving around. We're like, wow, this looks cool here. Look at this center of town. It's so cute and quaint. Like, this is really cool. And we go, we meet people, it's all good, it's all high vibe. And then we see the land, the property, where we can live, and we're like, let's do it. It just, why? Because we have the belief. We have the belief that whatever the fuck we want, we can make happen with God at the center, never on our own. So we ask, all right, God, guide us, show us and delight us, delight us along the way. Like, if this is meant for us, show us it and make it clear of the steps that we're supposed to take. And we'll take them in faith. And this is how it is. This is how you manifest. This is how you change your life like that. Here I am chilling in Sarasota 1 minute. I got the husband, got the house, got the dog, got the whole shit. And it was like, something's up. Like, I made a request. There's a certain thing that I want to see happen in the next 5 to 10 years. Like, I definitely want my life to be this particular way. And the vision of it means that it exists. That life, same way as I got here, I could get over there. Just get clear on what over there is. and then take the steps one at a time, day by day, to go there and be brave. I know no one in Texas. Now all of a sudden I know all these people. 2 months ago, I was like, I don't know anybody. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know anything. I don't know. Now I'm like, I can't wait to go. I can't wait to see what is going to be created there. And the changes that are going to happen for me professionally. Like, oh my gosh, this whole new thing. So it's exciting. This is the level that you want to be at. Get excited about life. And then you'll be rewarded despite how shitty and crazy and uncertain all of this is. Now they're talking about some asteroid that's going to hit Earth. Okay, fine. I'll be floating in my pool. Because I'm not giving up my high fucking vibe for anything. That's where we're at. That's our power. And you start getting all wrapped up in the fear and oh my God, and the economy and the dollar's gonna crash and all this shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm having a good meal. I'm gonna hang out with my dog. I'm gonna make love to my husband. I'm gonna watch a show on TV. I'm gonna have a great time. I'm gonna float in my pool. And these assholes who are trying to put us in fear can get fucked. I don't care about out there. I care about here and here. Because that is what creates worlds. That is our way of winning. In the micro, right? That's how you win. I don't want to be single anymore. Okay, get your mind right. Get your mind right. Think like a person who is about to fall in love. Behave as a person who is about to fall in love. A person who's about to fall in love doesn't talk shit about the opposite sex. They're not out there talking shit, oh, men are horrible, men are... You're about to fall in love with a man. Why are you talking shit about a man? Live as if. Live your life as if you're going out that door and you're going to meet the love of your life. If you're single. Obviously. You have to have conviction. You cannot have an energy of loosey-goosey and wobble. You gotta be like, I am not doing this. No. Right? They're gonna come at us. You know who they are. They're coming at us. It's gonna get more and more. This is a respite. This is a calm, oh, look, Trump is doing this. It's being less of chaos. It's less of, he's putting things in place, this and that and the other. It's all bullshit. I hope you realize this by now. It's all bullshit. It's a show for fucking fools. Don't be a fool. You're in charge of yourself. You're in charge of your mind. You're in charge of your soul. Do not acquiesce to any bullshit, both sides, period. Because both sides are serving up bullshit. Wake the fuck up. And wake up the people around you too. They're all serving up bullshit. Are you going to get a plate? Yes, please. Put some bullshit on my plate so I can eat it up. Or are you going to say, no thanks. I got shit to do. I got life to enjoy. So the answer is no. I will not do this. And the more people who rise up that way and say, I'm not doing this, no thank you, I don't have to, and you let go of that fear, and you let go of, but I have to be, it's convenient, what am I going to do, what if, no. If I don't have money, I can't get access to my money, they shut off my money, okay, I guess I have neighbors in my neighborhood, I'm going to start cooking for them and barter. I can make shit. I have enough food stored. This is where we're going. Better fucking wake up. This is not the time to hunker down and be antisocial. This is the time where now I'm moving from here to Texas. So I say bye to all my neighbors here. And now I move to Texas. Already I'm forming connections. Already. I met a woman who's building a house in our community on a Facebook group. She said, oh, we're building in Feathergrass too. We're going to move there in October. I'm like, oh my God, we're probably going to be there in the spring. So now we're chatting back and forth. And then other people. This is how it is. Applying the same strategy that I did when I moved to South Beach, Miami. Meeting new people, going on social media, finding new people, going in groups. Making shit happen. Despite all the fuckery of the world, you still have to choose how to live. Do you want to give them your power and be in fear and uncertainty and lack and scarcity and all this shit? Or do you want to live life? How do you want to go out? Asteroid spinning, heading towards Earth. Kaboom, all of us. Do you want to go out cowering in the fucking corner? Or do you want to go out enjoying your life? That's on you. And it starts with your mindset. So if you're all about that and you want to hang with me and get your mind right because of not only relationships, but career, all of the things. It's you being good with you. This is about self-love. This is about the life you choose to live. All of the elements, yes. Being single, being in a relationship is a huge part of it. But there are other things going on with people that need to be sorted out so that they can live their best life. And they could see the growth year to year. My God, I was doing this, and now I'm being put here to do this. And having that clarity, and it keeps you young. Because you can't get tired. If you feel tired, that's a sign of a low vibration. That's a sign that they out there, they're getting to you. You gotta learn how to stand in your fucking ground and say, fuck off, bro. Not doing it. The answer is no. That's boundary work. Everything I teach on the micro level can be applied to the macro level. Meaning your little immediate life, right? If you could say no to your brother, you could say no to your sister, you could say no to your asshole employer and whatever, and have a boundary, assert your boundaries, you can do it on the macro level, meaning when they come at you and say, you have to get a real ID, and you're like, no, I fucking don't, and I won't, so fuck off. You don't have to be that aggressive about it. You can in your mind and in your heart. You have to have that fire and that fight. But when I get on a plane, I don't do biometrics. I know too much. So I politely smile and I say, hi, I would like to, what's the word? It's not that I don't consent. I didn't say that. I opt out. I'd like to opt out, please. Oh, okay. Show them my driver's license and my thing, and I go. It's awareness. It's knowing what's going on in the world and having the power and knowledge, not being fucking ignorant sheep and saying, yeah, the biometrics thing, I'm not doing any of that shit. When I told Mark, I researched it. I said, when we go to Texas, we are not getting a real ID. Fuck that shit. I am not participating in that surveillance, totalitarian shit that they have coming down the pike. Both sides serving it up. No is the answer. What do I need instead? Well, you can fly domestic if you have your basic identification and a passport. Perfect. I'll get that. This is about you living your best life. You having sovereignty. When you are on point with yourself, you will not be single for long. You know what you want. You know how to express it. You aren't attached to any outcome. Hey, if you're a fit for me, cool. If you're not, oh well. There's no attachment to the outcome. It's just fluid. All good. But this is what I want. This is my purpose. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I hope this served you well. I thank you for being with me, and I will be back on here again. It's important that in the state of the world that we're in, we start having these bigger, broader conversations, I think we could all help each other. And if you want to hang out with me and do a session, we can totally do that. You can connect with me on my website, lovequestcoaching.com, or simply DM me and we can connect there. All right, till next time. Bye.